July 31st, Nashville, Tennessee, as promised. Ric Flair will walk that aisle one more time.
Ask Brian, does he remember the trip from hell when he and Doug Gilbert all made the Insane Clown Posse show up in Cave in Rock, Kentucky in a 20-year-old limousine? That's from D. Mantell, 72, from Oil Trough, Texas.
That wouldn't happen to be Dutch, would it?
It might be.
It might be. Oh, dirty Dutch, man. Yes, I do remember that. And it was only a trip from hell for Dutch, because he was the only one sober. And so yes, I remember it. I have the memories and the physical scars to prove that it happened. It was not a good night for the old Road Dogg, but you know what? It wasn't a good decade for the old Road Dogg. Thank God that's behind us now. Oh, yes. Thanks for your question, Dutch. And that brings up a great old memory, you know. I mean, yeah, it was a dark part of my life, but I do remember that very well. And how did that limo driver have so many Xanax? Like, it was crazy.
Now, Dutch actually explained in the email exactly what happened, and I didn't read it. I was just like, I'm not reading this. I want you to tell me. So I don't know the story.
So I don't really know how it transpired, because I was already, I was going to the Insane Clown Posse show. And so, and I was an active addiction. So I was three sheets to the wind before we even met up. But then we met up to get a ride, and Doug had some limousine, and it was an older limousine, like a Cocaine Cowboys limousine. And there we were, and we got in the car, and Dutch was with us, and the guy, he said, I said, man, I need some pills or so, whatever. I was trying to get hammered. And Doug goes, well, tell this guy to pull over. He's got him in the trunk. And I've never seen so many. He opened a briefcase full of stuff. I was just like, this is a movie scene. It didn't end well for me. My music, I got there late. I was hammered. I was trying to put my gear on and blah, blah, blah. As soon as my music hit, I walked out there. I popped up on the ring, and because I came in late, I'm pretty sure it was Daivari, but I don't remember to this day, hit me with a drop kick, and I went off the apron, and I didn't realize the ring was on like a 6-foot riser. Oh. And so when I went off the apron, I went all the way off of the riser down to the ground, and just cut my leg all up. And I ended up getting back in there, or I don't even know what happened next. It was horrible. I flew home the next day with my dad, and my dad was on that trip too. It was embarrassing, but it was a crazy time, and it was, I heard we had a good time.
I was going to say, at least you're here to tell at least some of the story that you can remember.
Yeah.
I was going to say Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That was the image, yeah.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. And if you've ever been to that GCW or whatever it's called, not GCW, the ICW, Insane Clown Posse, ICP. I'll get it right in a minute. There's about 12 acronyms going there. If you've ever been to that place, it's either horrifying or it's utopia. You know what I mean? I went one time, on drugs, and it was like, oh, great, freedom, whatever. And then I went, when me and Billy got sober, we both went back, and it was the scariest thing I've ever been involved in my life. And I went to war. So that's saying a lot, but yeah, that place is a crazy place. And thanks for the memory, Dutch.
We can blame Dutch for bringing up that,
No, it's all good.
I was going to say, you're charging for the therapy lessons for bringing up that whole memory.
Yeah, this is the therapy. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. Like, I do feel that way. People don't understand, just conversation, just talking stuff out is therapeutic. You know what I mean? And for me to talk about that stuff, and look, I could cry about it. I could be so ashamed that I get high about it. But it's the past, man. I can't do nothing about it. I can't control it. All I can do is control what I'm doing right now and going forward. And so that's the change I've made. And I don't know if it's maturity or what, but you got to grow up at some time. I guess 42 was a good time as any.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know, this was something I was going to ask way down the line, but it's sort because I've not actually brought up drugs at all in any of the questions. But since you've mentioned them, I'll ask this: is that back in '99, when you were trying to sort of get on the straight and narrow while you're still on the road, you made the conscious decision of traveling with Triple H in China, who were pretty much teetotal, weren't they?
Yeah.
And I read that and I thought, that is absolutely the smartest thing you can do, because if you're trying to, it's the people around you that, whether they mean to or not, influence what you're going to do.
Yeah, people, places, and things.
Yeah.
And it's and you just have to be conscious of what am I going to go out and party, or I know for a fact now, I didn't then, that there's nothing good for me out there. I'm an old man that's married with kids and grandkids, and like there's no reason for a 53-year-old redneck to be out at a bar, and you know what I mean, and you hang out around a barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut. And so I go out to the bar, I'm going to drink, I'm going to drug, I'll be right back where I started from.